All right, Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Miami Dolphins and the Philadelphia Eagles. This one taken from the 7. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Two jet.
They'll run with a former Badger. It's Corey Clement. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Pernell McPhee in there on the stop.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Wentz to throw on second down. He finds Aguilar over the middle. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down. They go play action here on first down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll make it a second down. To throw, it's Wentz. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that's going to lead to a third down.
And when you have a guy in the backfield who can catch the football, you don't just use him strictly for checkdowns or dump-offs. You make him part of the primary passing attack because what you're trying to do is get him into open field and then let him make people miss and advance the football.
Dancing to his left. And now a fumble. The ball's out, but I believe it was covered by an Eagle. It was, and Philadelphia is going to hold on to the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he'll take it down to the 30-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Wentz to throw on 3rd and 1. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Mika Fitzpatrick. He's at the 40, 20, 10, and he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Well, it was 3rd down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
It's a short kick here, fielded at the 24. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early.
And right away, he lost the football. But I believe it was covered by an Eagle. It was, and Philadelphia is going to hold on to the football. But call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
On third and long, it's Wentz. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it. Somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. And on the ground they go with the running back. And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's Tannehill. That is incomplete.
All right, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. Third and long coming up, back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down.
From the end zone, Tannehill. And on the left side here, Wilson. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Eagles have recovered. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Ram.
This is Clement. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
A run, it's Clement. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
Well, after getting the ball in prime position to score after a fumble recovery, you think you're in a great spot, but the defense on the field is saying not so fast, and they've held firm on the first 2 plays.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
They'll run with Clement. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave them with a 4th and goal.
Now, this feels like old-school football because this has turned into a good old-fashioned goal line stand. So on offense, what do you do now? Do you decide to run it or throw it if you go for it?
This is taken in by Jeffrey. He's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. Alshon Jeffrey with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Elliott now to kick this one away. Jakeem Grant now to return. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Here we go now.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Mills. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor.
This is caught inside the 15. He got 29 yards that time. And I guess, Charles, sometimes when you have a receiver well over 6 foot, you do that. Just put it up there, let him grab it, and he did.
And it certainly appears like a 50-50 ball, right? We always talk about that when both sides have a chance to get it, the receiver or the guy covering him. But I think the odds actually are in favor of the offense. They can see the ball coming oftentimes before the defender can get his head around. So I think that really goes to like 70-30, and they should be able to go up and get it most of the time.
And he got it there. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal.
There we go. Back man. Waiting. Black. Black.
Working from the gun, Wentz. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And with it, time has expired on the first quarter. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
81.
Wentz to throw again. Flushed out right. And that's incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Hey, Ford, Tokyo! Sunday! Trey 15! Lion!
Wentz going to go on 4th down. And that is going to be incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Dolphins defense is able to hold. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. They'll look to throw here. Steps away to his left. Big hold to the 30. And he's all the way up to the 39-yard line that time. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
All right, here we go.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Room past the 20. And they will finally get him down at the 28. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
On first down, Drake. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
Watch it now, Barney.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Leopard. Set. Green.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. A big play there for the Dolphins. 48 yards.
Tell the truth, partner. You didn't think he was coming down with that one, did you? Come on, tell me the truth.
No, I did. I'll tell you what, though. A one-handed grab of that length. Talked about giving your team a little juice.
Oh, big time. I mean, everyone's going to be excited about that one, whether you're on the field or not. It permeates its way through the entire team, and I can't wait to see what they do on the next down.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Fletcher Cox in there to drop him, and he continues to wreak havoc in offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he hits Drake. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Adam Gase rolls the dice. It doesn't pan out. And the Eagles defense able to hold. And they've now made 2 trips to the red zone and still looking for their first touchdown.
Not able to punch it in, and if you're on defense, your confidence is sky high. Because mentally, you're saying, hey, you're in the red zone. We're thinking we're giving up 3. We just want to give up 6. In this case, they end up not giving up the touchdown at all. They've got to feel great about what they got done.
They fake the give. Now Wentz. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs. Wentz now just 6 of 15 through the air. Not good, but 1st and 10 here. Shotgun now for Wentz. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 15 yards through the air and a first down. From the gun, it's Wentz. Firing Throwing quickly here, and that's complete.
On the ball.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight.
The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down.
That's how we do it. That's how we do it. Get out here. That's how we do it.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this. On play action, it's Wentz. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. The Eagles send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. That's pulled in at the 32. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And it'll be Dolphin football. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach, because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He's going to let this one go deep. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. James Washington, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins strike quickly here for 6 points. And this one through the uprights and good. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Throwing is Wentz. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Now Wentz on 3rd down. Hard throw, incomplete. Normally I'd say this will lead to a punt attempt, but this offense already shown in the first half that they'll go for it on 4th down.
Oh, they should have already said, punt it, punt it. Head coach should have already made that decision.
They do go for it. It's Wentz. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
We're good.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. This is the correct call.
Throwing now is Wentz. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. They'll run it now out of the gun. into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles move back within a couple of the lead. Wentz now to throw. Goes right side. And he's got it. So they went ahead and went for 2 to tie the game, and it works out. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. The return man is Grant. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. And out come the Dolphins now. And, Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game. Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Now let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. That one good for 10 yards. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. As the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. They'll set up to throw. He goes, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Sidney Jones. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. So after the INT, here's Wentz. And the Dolphins rush, gets home, down he goes. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Wentz to throw on 2nd down. Oh, the ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the 3rd quarter. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the 2nd half of Week 17 is underway. Here comes Grant on the return. And some space here. And it winds up a terrific return, but markers are down. And this is going to come all the way back. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down. And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes. And he'll get it down here to the 43. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed. Because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage. Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end. Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch,
but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Back to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. It's a gain of 7, and it'll bring up a second down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. On the right side, open is Gesicki. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 50 catches for him now on the year. He's got a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence.
Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Nigel Bradham in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyler Boyd, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins have broken our tie as they take the lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
A very nice pickup of 33 yards. On first down, Wentz. And this is Ertz with it, right side. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. A gain of 6 there on first.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
Got to love the catch. I think you got to love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They're becoming a little more ho-hum right there.
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean...
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. This time, the extra point up and good. And we are tied at 21. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. The return man is Grant. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Dolphins getting set to go here. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the third quarter, so we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that? Tied at the half. Tied after the first 2 drives of the third quarter, 1 for each. That tells me that someone's defense has got to step up and make a big play and try and change the momentum of this game.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. They go play action here on first down. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out. On
first down, he'll drop to throw. And is incomplete here.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And some room to roam now. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a 2nd interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 16. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range. But boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very solid gain of 27. Now Wentz. The 20. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they're going to get this all the way inside the Miami 15. A gain of 32 that time. From the red zone now, Wentz. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Charles Harris in there to get him. And that's sack number 12 for him on the year.
This 5-2.
Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. Forced out to his left. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. The Eagles on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
81.
Working from the gun. Wentz. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down.
Tokyo. Shorty. Hey, stat. There, sit.
They'll go for it. It's Wentz. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Eagles have moved out in front. So he scrambled right, but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target.
As you know, in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules because we all know most guys throwing the football are taught never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, you're able to get it to them.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Fletcher Cox in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. He'll look to throw. Now he'll escape to his left. Throw left side complete. It's Drake. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And that one results in 35 yards.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Back to throw now on first down. And to the left side here, Wilson. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. The former Charger All-Pro Eric Weddle on the stop. They stay on the ground with Drake. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The Dolphins on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll run it now out of the gun. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
3rd and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the first down.
On 1st and goal, Drake. And he's going to ball his way into the end zone for the Dolphins score. Kenyon Drake, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. A very important extra point there, up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. This one taken from the 7. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
On second down, here's Wentz. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. And they'll run it here. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
There are a lot of different formulas to winning football, but one constant over the years, winning on third down. That pickup there was big because they had struggled throughout this one.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll be second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. And they went for a big play through the air on second down, couldn't connect. Now it's third. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Shotgun now for Wentz. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Wentz now on first down. Going for it all. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the fourth quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. On the carry, here's Clement. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. The Eagles on third down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This is 3rd and 8.
Lion. Shift.
From the gun, it's Wentz. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Rashad Jones. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. They're going to look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And they will take over with a football just outside of the 10 at the 12-yard line.
I'm fairly sure that there's no good time to cough up the football. But this couldn't be much worse, could it?
No.
This situation, this yard line, no chance.
They set it on a T-form. They're already in field goal range here late in the 4th now.
Yeah, warm up the kicker. Just make sure they take care of the ball now. They've got a chance to put this thing away.
Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
46 down, man, 5-4.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Now that was a terrific play. We're down here near the goal line, and only one word comes to mind for me, and that's overwhelmed. Because they absolutely overwhelmed the offensive line. He came free and made the hit in the backfield.
Back to throw. Wentz. Buying time. And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles. Carson Wentz taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Eagles take advantage of good field position on the turnover to cash this one in. The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Oh, look at this. Wentz going to throw. And that is incomplete.
Certainly looked like maybe his third or his fourth read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 10 yards is the pickup there, and that should just about put a bow on this one. This defense, Charles, they have unraveled here in the fourth.
In a sense, it's like they're being pressed, like in a basketball game, and they just can't get the ball over half court. I mean, no matter what they do, they can't get off the field, they can't slow them down. They're just going up and down the field against them. Yeah, unraveling would be a perfect word for them.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. It's a pickup of 5, and that should just about wrap this one up. Now Wentz. That is caught at the 7. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 23 yards on the play. Wentz to throw. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
82. Lion. Shift. Go. Hey, stack. 82. Hey, stack. Listen.
To throw is Wentz. And his throw is incomplete. Well, partner, there's something special about a game in the snow. Just always fun in these elements, although a little chillier up here in the open-air booth. The only thing that's not fun is that we got the mid-game notification that our flight was canceled tonight, but we'll deal with that later.